許しませんよ。リムル様の前で私に恥をかかせたことを。もし仕事を奪われるようなことがあれば、リムル様に帰っていいよなど言われでもしたら、考えるだけで身震いがします。これほどの恐怖を与えた報い、必ず受けてもらいます。
So sometimes the slime anime just comes and just balls out, and it's so hard to pick what my favorite moment or favorite part of an episode was when we get such a freaking great episode. But I think if I had to put it down, you know, you guys know, if you don't know, I'm gonna tell you, what's up, I'm Dom. If it's your first time here, you didn't know, you know. Diablo is my favorite character in slime anime. He just hits every funny bone, every charismatic bone. The fact that he was like, had his inner monologue today, talking about how he would be destroyed if Rimuru told him to go again, and that he was gonna get his revenge because he can't believe that he disappointed Rimuru at all. Like, he just goes on this, like, you know, one person monologue about like he just can't disappoint his, you know, his like you know, he has Rimuru on a pillar. He just can't, you know, he can't disappoint his god or whatever. So Diablo's my favorite character, but I think the flowers this episode, I think the flowers have to be given to Ranga. Ranga came and balled out. I mean, he single-handedly, just like with zero effort, mind you, just destroyed the army of 5,000 and destroyed the Gregoria, whatever the saint dude name is. He was playing with them like if he was like a dog toy. Like, he was just like, yo, he wants to play more, and this dude's foaming at the mouth, like, you know. So I think Ranga gets the flowers this episode for best moment, just coming in and just destroying everybody with ease, and then destroying the saint guy, and then just effing with them, just playing with them the whole time. You know, so much so that like Gabiru came in, and he's like, you know, Gabiru came in, Gapta came in, they're like, yo, what do we do? And then I forget what her name is, but Gabiru's sister's like, so y'all want to like leave? Like, we won't chase you, or you guys want to fight us? And they're like, no, and they just dip out. They're like, we can't win. So I think I think that is the best moment of this show. Now, let me take a step back, because I want to make sure that I am always super transparent. I think, though, that if I had to put, like, you know, if I were to say, okay, I'm going to give this show on a basis points of 10 basis points, you know, as I typically do, I would say this episode was a 9 out of 10. And the reason this episode wasn't a 10 out of 10 was because we essentially ended more or less on the same cliffhanger that we ended last week. So I think if anybody, I would think that if you are an avid watcher of slime, and you would ask another avid watcher of slime, like, what's the thing you're most looking forward to next week? Chances are, if they just got done watching the episode, or they're remembering episode number 8, that they would say, I want to see what's going to happen with Hinata. Like, she just got like, you know, solar beamed, you know, she just got, you know, like beamed up. Like, she just got, like, I want to see what's going to happen. And for us not to get that this episode, I could understand how someone would be like, you know, dude, like, how are we going to end on the same twist? How are we going to end on the same cliffhanger 2 weeks in a row? Now, on the opposite side of that, you know, the 9 points are all built up because of the Diablo stuff and the Falma stuff and the aristocratic, way too overconfident dude in the beginning, the Ranga stuff, and seeing the 7 clergy stuff, and seeing the saints finally putting together that, hey, these dudes that we're working for are actually not the best. Like, these are some legit, like, how do you say it? Like, schemers. Like, these are some legit, like, you know, liars and people who are, you know, messing with us, and, you know, they're telling us white, but it's actually black, you know? So, like, I like how the saints were finally putting that together, especially at the end of the episode, where Diablo was fighting one of the saints, and, like, you know, that's exactly, you know, what ended up occurring is he's like, oh, now that makes sense. So seeing all of that come together, like, yeah, that's that's the stuff. That's the good stuff. That's the pudding. That's the dessert. That's the stuff that we're here for. So I really loved, I really loved that. But in talking about the end of the episode, we learned a couple of things. So we learned that Hinata has really strong resistance to magic cures, and basically the potions and stuff, like only holy magic works on her. The clergies came in and they restrained the people who could, cast holy magic. Can Rimuru do it? I feel like he could pull something off. But they came in to basically destroy Hinata, destroy evidence. In Diablo's fight, they also came in to destroy any evidence as well. They weren't aiming to immediately destroy Diablo. They were aiming to destroy everybody else that is now learning the truth. And I just think that that is a cool thing. Now, do I think that they're going to succeed at all? No, I think they're going to get owned and pwned by Diablo. They're going to get owned and pwned by Rimuru and the group over here. But, it's definitely an interesting take. Last couple of things I'll say is, or not last couple of things, but the other thing I want to talk about is the Diablo fight. And I already kind of talked about it a little bit there, but the funniest moment in that fight is Diablo is facing off against the demon hunters or whatever, and they're learning. The one dude who survived his fear is learning kind of who is this dude? Whatever. And he learns. He's like, he prostrates. He's like, I'm so sorry, whatever. And he's like, all right, just get everybody out of here. And he goes and drags the king away. That moment was the funniest. I was cracking the F up. That was the funniest moment this episode, is the king being dragged out of that situation. I guess the second funniest moment is there's the saint dude, Sada or whatever. I think that's what his name was. And then the girl's name was Gabby or Gabrielle or something, something like that. I don't remember what her name is, but she basically was fighting him. Glenda. Yeah, okay, there it is. I'll have to watch her run away. Her name's Glenda, and she just dips that. She's just like, shit. My thing didn't work. She's like, I'm out of here. And she just sprints out of there. Good for her. And Diablo's just like, you're talking about her over there? And she's just, I'm out. So really enjoy that as well, too. So I think, to sum up the episode, the beginning portion, seeing another aristocratic person and seeing their overconfidence and seeing their plans and the pieces that they're trying to set up, interesting. Seeing the Saints portion of it, seeing the plan they were trying to set up to catch up Diablo and stuff, I think that was interesting, and what came for the aftermath. Diablo, basically talking to himself the whole entire time, giving himself a pep talk, going in and immediately confronting them, and making sure that all the reporters and the bystanders were completely safe. Pimp, P-I-M-P, all the way, all day long. And then, obviously the fight with Diablo, basically schooling everybody, just, A++. And then we have the Ranga fight, A++ there as well, too. And then the clergy stuff at the end. So overall, this episode, 9 out of 10. Again, that one basis that docking of a point at the end was just because we kind of landed in the same place we were last week. But episode 10 about to hit the fan with these clergy people and everything else. Next week's episode too, by the way, is what is next week's episode called? Let's see. Next week's episode is called God and Demon Lord. So that just kind of tells me that these clergy are going to be representing probably the God, and then Demon Lord, obviously that's Diablo / Rimuru. So anyways, let me know what you guys think about this episode of Slime. I mean, just awesome episode. I was over-engaged and overstimulated this episode, so had a fantastic time watching it this week. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Be honest in the comments below, and we'll see you guys next week. All right, friends. Peace out.